Stay. Stay. Okay.
Couple days though. There we go. Definitely gonna need this morning. Yeah. This chair is so loud. It is so dark. Oh, it looks good though. Okay. This is way too high up. It's better. Okay, perfect. Okay, good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Chloe. If you're new here, obviously, I've just been going throughout my morning routine and I've just been sitting, reading. Oh my gosh, sorry. I've just been sitting here reading my Bible and I've been doing that on my phone recently. I've been finding some really good reading plans in the Bible app that I've been loving. I'll talk about that in a little bit. And I've started reading through the whole Bible again. So I started in Genesis, maybe like right at the beginning of the new year. And I have attempted to do this before. I've read the New Testament all the way through, I think a couple of times now. Oh no, maybe just one time, and I've like started doing it again, but I never finished it again. But with the Old Testament, I got to Isaiah and then I got stuck there, and so I was just kind of reading random stuff for a while. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to start reading in the Old Testament again, because I actually love the Old Testament. If you think about it, I feel like I'm just like reading a family drama. I mean, it is insane the things that these people did. So yeah, if you go into it, this is a side note, if you go into it thinking like, oh my gosh, this is someone's real life, it is like actually insane. Like the things that these people did was crazy. Okay, so anyways, hi, welcome, and we're just gonna be chatting about my resolutions or goals for the new year. I'm not normally someone who usually will make like a whole bunch of resolutions or whatever, or like if I do, they're like kind of vague. And some of these are vague, okay, I'm not gonna lie, But some of them are like, oh, this would be nice to have, like, to do this throughout the year, or to have done this by the end of the year, or whatever. Like, some of it's like really intentional. Winston, honey, I know you want to be pet, but I just don't know if I can fully pay attention to petting you right now. But I do love you. But some stuff is just like things that I want to have done by the end of the year, and then other things are like things I want to do every day or most days of the week, which I will show you how I've been keeping track of that. So yeah, I have a few different categories, so I'm just gonna get right into it. So I have some goals for my YouTube channel. I really want to be consistent, and so I want to upload at least one video a week. So I put 4 videos a month because sometimes it's like, I don't know. I was like 1 video a week compared to like 4 a month. I was like 4 a month sounds more doable because sometimes I can get like into a zone and I will upload like 2, like one right after the other. And so I was like, you know what, if I can do 4 a month, I would so be happy with that. I want to get to a certain subscriber count by the end of the year. I'm just gonna keep that between me, myself, and I. Well, I told Jordan and everything, but yeah. And I want to be more creative and find more of my personal style with my videos. I love watching people's videos, and you can just like tell right away, like, oh, that is totally like their style. Like if you think of like someone like Linda Sun, like I love the style of her videos. I don't know, like I definitely would not be able to, it's just like so uniquely her. I'm like, I don't even know what I would talk about, like the way she just like talks, and it's like so relaxing, or like, I don't know, I feel like you can tell like who is who, like by the style of their videos, and I love that. So I want to really find like my personal style this year. Even like, have I found my personal style? I don't know. So it's just like, we will see. Okay, so that's all for YouTube. My fitness goals for this year, I really want to focus on being consistent. What, bud? You're okay. You're okay. I really want to focus on being consistent in my fitness this year. At the end, in like the fall, I did 75 hard to some extent. I didn't do like all of the things for 75 days, but I did do the 2 45-minute workouts every single day and drank a gallon of water every day. And let me tell you, even just doing those 2 things, I felt incredible. And then right at the end of it, I got sick, and so it's really hard for me to get back into the routine of like working out every day. But honestly, I have been getting into the routine of just like moving in some way every day, and I feel amazing. And so my fitness goals to walk 30 minutes a day. I got a walking pad for Christmas, and I've just been loving it. I mean, I'll like put my walking pad at the counter and work on my computer. Sometimes I will set my walking pad up in here. This is just like our office, and I will make a cup of coffee. I'll grab my phone, and I will take a little walk on my walking pad while I'm like reading and drinking my coffee. It sounds like it would be hard, but it's actually pretty easy, like if you don't go too fast or whatever. So then I'm like getting in my steps, I'm reading, and I'm like having my coffee, and it is so cozy. I'm obsessed. So whether it's outside or on my walking pad, I do want to go for a 30-minute walk each day. And I want to do 5 workouts a week. So like Pilates, dumbbell workouts. My parents have like an at-home gym, so using that, going on a run, you know, like whatever. I want to like focus on like consistently doing workouts throughout the week instead of doing like a really hard one and then being really sore, and then, you know, like I'd rather do like more lightweight stuff, which is what I learned from 75 hard, is the best way to be consistent is to go really low intensity and you can like keep it up. So yeah, like doing walks, low intensity movement, it's like the key. So that's my goal, is to consistently move every day. But I did say 5 workouts a week because I'm like, 7 is a lot. That is a lot to like I don't know, like to work out every single day, but I would like to move in some way every day, even if it's like foam rolling or using my massage gun or stretching. So I need to add that in here because I'm like, I do know I need to like work on recovery more because I like don't really do that, but let me write that down. Okay, so that's all for fitness. So pretty simple, walk for 30 minutes a day, do 5 workouts a week. Oh wait, no. I want to start running more, which a while back I was like so into running. I've like gotten into running like a few different points in my life and I feel amazing when I run, but it has been so cold. And so I'm not saying that I want to do it right now, but once it starts warming up, I love going for a run. And I thought it would be fun to do like maybe some kind of like a race, even a turkey trot. Okay, you know what I mean? Like it's just like something that would be fun to do at some point in the year. I'm not like I need to sign up for a marathon right now. Like just doing like a little turkey trot or like, I don't know, like something really low key. This is something that I added to my goals like literally last night. So yeah, and then I want to focus more on recoveries, especially on my days off. And I know that does include like getting enough sleep each night, and that is something that I really need to work on, but we will get into that in a little while. Okay, so now for my spiritual goals. I want to read the Bible in some form every single day. And with this, it's the same as the fitness one for me. I need to focus on being consistent rather than doing like a lot every single day because I don't know, I feel like if there's like if I put a lot of pressure on myself, like I need to read my Bible for 1 hour a day and pray for 3 hours straight. You know what I mean? It's like no one has time for that and I will not be consistent with that. So I want to read in some form every day, whether that's reading a single verse, reading a Bible, like a reading plan, a few chapters in the Bible, you know, just like some form every single day. And obviously like as I like build it into my routine more, then I can like add more in. But I think just like, you know, just, yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. But I've been doing like this morning routine, the one that you would have like just seen, where I do my little whatever, I make my coffee, and then I come and I either sit here in our office or on our couch and I will just like read my Bible plan, and I have found some really good ones. I will tell you what they are right now actually, and I'll put some pictures up on the screen because I took some screenshots the other day of some ones that I've been really loving. And let me see, there's two not brands, but like two people that I like to read their Bible plans from. And the first one is, if you're reading through the Bible and you don't know what you're reading, I highly recommend the Thomas Road Baptist Church reading plans. They have one for like every book of the Bible. And so what I was doing, especially when you get more into the Old Testament, like as you go along, like Leviticus or let's see, what other ones, you know, like just the different like books that are like, what is even going on? They have a plan for like all of them, and I would read along, like I would read the little like summary of what the chapter was going to be about, or like the few chapters, and then you would like read what, you know, you read the chapter or whatever. I find that so helpful because I'm like, you know, you can sit there and it's like, and they measured it and it was 3 feet long and 2 feet wide and blah 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 and da da da, and then they made it out of this and this was this, and I'm like, what what in the world am I reading? And so yeah, having something that just kind of like gives you a little brief explanation really helps. So I will pop that up on the screen, and they have a ton, they're all like the same style, so like if you know what to look for, you're like, oh yeah, I know what that is. Okay, so there's that. We love Thomas Road Baptist Church. Another tip, listen at the same time as you're reading. For some reason, if I can like listen to it and read it, then I'm like, oh, it like helps me like understand it better. So if you're like getting into Old Testament, you're like, this doesn't make sense, try that. And then the other one that I really have been loving is John Mark, I don't know if it's Comer or Cumber, it's C-O-M-E-R is his last name. But he had a 8-day reading plan. It's called God Has a Name. God Has a Name. What you believe about God will shape who you become. It is so good. It's an 8-day plan. And this is what really got me into the routine of sitting and doing this little routine every morning, because I was so excited to read this plan. I don't know why, but this one is so good. I mean, he says things that I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never thought about that before. And so, yeah, I highly recommend that one. I did this one right before Christmas, and I really like it. I know it's a Christmas plan, but I think it's so good. It's the 25-day Christmas or countdown to Christmas, the Advent one. It's not Christmas anymore, but I think it is still a great plan. It's 25 days, and it just like, yeah, I really liked that one. So I was doing that like during the month of December, and that also helped really build this routine also. And then just this morning, I just finished this one called the Prayer Practice, and he kind of goes through, it's 4 days long, and it's just about like, here, I'll just read it to you. It says, prayer is simply how we communicate and commune with God. The practice of prayer is learning to set aside dedicated time to intentionally be with God in order to become like him and partner with him in the world. This plan, by practicing the way, and John Mark Comer helps us to do just that, featuring key ideas and practical suggestions to connect with God in a deeper way. And I really liked it. So yeah, I just finished that this morning. And so speaking of that, if you want more reading plans by him, which I did that. So I did the prayer one, I did the 8-day one about the names of God, and I like saved all the other ones that he has on his little account thingy. It's just called Practicing the Way. And yeah, he has a plan called that. I mean, he has a whole bunch of them, but I'm really excited to start a new one tomorrow. And speaking of which, I have 14-day streak on the Bible plan, or the Bible app, so I love that. I am someone who loves a good, like a streak like that. Like, I don't want to break the streak, it really keeps me motivated. So yeah, anyways, so I want to keep just like reading consistently every day like that. So I'm like, even if I just do my Bible plan for the day, I'm so happy with that. But also I've been just working through the Old Testament, so I'll usually do my reading plan, and then I'll read 1 chapter, 2, 3 chapters, whatever, of wherever I am in Genesis, or whatever I'm up to. Right now I'm in Genesis, so there's that. I also want to learn, so that was like a really long explanation, but on another note, still like under my spiritual goals, I really want to learn more about topics in depth, and I don't have like a set timeline for this, but I just want to like learn more in-depth things about like, the history or the spiritual side, like just like I want to learn more in depth. I don't know, I've always grown up in church, so like I know like the ideas, I know the concepts, I know, like I know like all these whatever, but I'm like, I just feel like I want to like learn more about like these things in depth. So that's my goal. I also wrote down that I want to have a verse of the month that I can, like focus on, that I can meditate on, that I can like memorize. And I know it's not only about like memorizing a verse so I can have it memorized, but I think it is good to know, like, have things that you have like just like in your memory. I think that's important. So yeah, and I want to slow down and understand what I'm reading and not just skim over everything. Like, I think there's a time to like read just to read, and then there's a time to like slow down and really study what you're reading. And so I want to like I kind of want to do a combination of that this year. So yeah, that is all for spiritual. That was really long, but I hope it like helped you and I hope it all makes sense. Okay, so next, my physical goals, which is different than health or fitness, because this is just myself. Like it's just, you know, I want to sleep 7 to 9 hours a night, and I've actually really been doing good at this, mostly because I've been sleeping through my alarm. And that is not good, but has been really nice because I feel like really rested in the morning. So I want to sleep 7 to 9 hours every night. I want to figure out what is causing my skin to break out. So if you can see, I have like this redness. I woke up with 2 really painful pimples this morning. It was terrible. I did pick at my skin, and so I put some little pimple patches on to like avoid doing that again for today. So this is my skin's looking like a big pimple right here, and it really hurts. But I think part of the reason I've been breaking out is because I was using that Clinique moisturizer that I was talking about recently that I got for Christmas. The eye cream, totally fine, but for some reason the moisturizer I think was making me break out, but I'm not for sure. So I've stopped using it for a few days, and I think I've noticed my skin is less breaking out than it was. So I am really on a journey to figure out what in the world is causing this. So yeah, I want to find a solution to that because it is so frustrating. I mean, I am 25 years old and my skin is still breaking out like I am a teenager. And I'm like, what is going on? I mean, I don't think you guys realize I have had acne skin with acne since I was, before I even went into like middle school, junior high. Yeah. I think since I was like in 5th or 6th grade. And it's not fun. So I am over it. So I'm like, I need to really figure out what's going on. I want to stop picking at my skin because I know that is causing more breakouts and making my skin more red. But honestly, sometimes I need to be better about controlling it, but I just don't want to. Okay, but my goal is to stop picking at my skin. I love the glass skin like trend. I'm like, oh my gosh, their skin is amazing. So yeah, I don't have any like specific details or whatever, but yeah, I just want to take good care of my body this year. I think being consistent with fitness and getting more sleep, yeah, I just want to be like, I just really want to take care of myself this year. So yeah, this is random, but I want to clean my house every week. I was really good at that before we moved into this house, and then when we moved in here, I just was not able to get onto a routine again, and I don't know why, but recently I have been able to. Yeah, but I want to be consistent and clean the house every week because it helps so much. It just helps everything. So that's my goal. And sometimes Jordan does help me, so it's not like me doing the whole thing all the time. But we do have like different like jobs in our like routine, our marriage, I guess. So like I take more care of the stuff like inside the home. Jordan takes care of more like he does the paying the bills and all that. Like I don't do any of that. So I'm like, thank you, because that is like, that's really stressful. So yeah, I do like take care of the house mostly, but he does help me. He'll vacuum. He will take him on a, I'm not gonna say that right now. He is so calm and basically falling asleep. So yeah, anyways, Jordan does help me sometimes, but I want to just be consistent and clean the house every week. And this is random, just like fun stuff. I want to go on a date with Jordan at least every other week. We are always together. So like obviously we live together, but we also work together. And I don't have like a ton of friends, which probably should be on my goals for this year, is to have more like friendship time, you know, like just like make more friends and be with friend people. But I don't know why that just like feels hard. I have friends, I like go and hang out with them sometimes, but anyways, I want to have a date night every other week where it's like intentionally like we're going on a date. And this past weekend we went to the Phoenix Symphony and it was so cool. Well, sorry, it was so cool, so fun, and we will definitely be doing that again. But yeah, just like, you know, going to the movies or going to like a fun restaurant or whatever. Like, I just want to focus more on that and be like intentional about going on dates, because I think we can just be like, oh, let's just like go out to dinner or whatever, but it's not like, oh, let's like, I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like, I just think it'd be nice to be very intentional about that this year. And I want to find a hobby that gets me outside, and it doesn't necessarily have to be active, but if it's like, I don't know, running is a hobby that I could do outside, or playing pickleball, or I don't know, like I just want to like be outside more this year in like a hobby kind of way, like finding a hobby, doing it outside. Like, I just think that'd be fun. And then spend more time being creative. I love painting and I love drawing and I love doing art, and since graduating high school I have not put enough like effort into doing that just in my day-to-day life. And so I just think I want to figure out how that I can figure out how I can fit that into like my everyday life. And I think even just like setting aside like time once a month or once a week, but like scheduling in like creative time for me is very important, because if I don't, then I just don't do it. And yeah, I don't even know if this counts, but like just like sitting and doing a puzzle, like for me that feels creative. I don't know. But yeah, I want to do that more, and I think that that is a very good goal for me. It's like something totally different, but I love doing anything like that. So yeah. And then last but not least, I want to read more. I want to read more fun books, like fiction books. I want to read before bed. I want to not scroll on my phone so much. Oh, and that was another goal that I had, to stop doom scrolling. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, when you're sitting there and you're scrolling and you're not even thinking about anything, and suddenly 2 hours have gone by and you haven't done anything, and you feel like you can't get off your phone, and then you're in a bad mood. I need to stop doing that. So this year I will not be doing that as much. So yeah, I feel like that feels like a lot of stuff, but at the same time, some of it's just like fun. Some of it's like, okay, I want to have this done by the end of the year. I would like to reach this goal by the end of the year. But yeah, like I said, this is like the first time I've ever had like really specific, like I sat down and I was like, okay, I want to do these things this year. I want to be really whatever. 2025. I can't believe it. 2025. I am 25 in 2025. That's crazy. So yeah, but I hope you enjoyed this. Those are my goals. Let me know what goals you have in the comments below. So yeah, I'm just gonna go throughout my rest of my morning routine. I actually think I'm gonna sit and read for a little while longer. I wanted to make sure that I got this done while I was like sitting in here, because if Jordan like gets up and then we're like doing stuff throughout the day, I was like, well, I know I won't be able to do it once we get like into our day. So I think I might just like sit and read for a little while longer. And yeah, right now, if you're curious what I'm reading in the Bible, I'm on Genesis 27, and it is when Isaac is gonna bless Esau because he loves him more, and then Rebecca overhears it, and so she tells Jacob, because Isaac's favorite son is Esau, Rebecca's favorite son is Jacob. So she tells Jacob, hey, your dad's gonna bless Esau, go put your brother's clothes on, whatever, I will make dinner, you'll trick him basically. And then they basically trick Isaac into blessing Jacob instead of Esau, and it's just crazy. It's a crazy story. So yeah, I've been reading that. I actually read this yesterday too, but I was like, I kind of want to read it again in a different translation and go more in depth. Oh, and I've been using the Enduring Word Commentary to get more info, and they even have videos actually. The one I watched yesterday was 40 minutes, but I did not watch the whole thing. Oh, that was on Saturday. on Saturday? I think so. So anyways, I'm just gonna read this more. Thanks for listening to my little goals for New Year. It's pretty long. This video says I've been recording for 27 minutes. So I'm gonna read and then I will get ready. Yeah. I've also been doing my hair in a little bit more of a side part. Kind of like it. So yeah, okay. I completely forgot that I had said that I was gonna tell you what I do to like make sure I'm like completing certain goals every week or every day or whatever, because I have like a list of things that I want to like do every day to, you know, create better routine, better habits and everything. So what I've been doing, and I got this idea from Gretchen Garrity. I've never thought about doing this before. I don't know why, because I don't really love the reminders app before this. I've never loved the reminders app. So what you do, you download the app, the reminder one, just Apple, and you can create lists. So I created one for my 2025 goals. Now these are things that I want to do every week, every day, every hour, whatever. I have one that I want to pick, one that I want to do like every month. So it just like pops up monthly. So yeah, you can create, so you like do a new reminder. You type what you want it to do. You add the things, your details. So like, I want it to go off every day at 8 a.m., whatever. So then you remember to do the things that you're wanting to do. Winston, honey, not right now. It's kind of being annoying. So my goal, I want to walk for 30 minutes. So every day at 7 a.m., my little reminder tells me, hey, walk for 30 minutes today. And it just pops up every morning at 7. And then when I do that, click. I want to read my Bible every day. I have a thing that goes off every morning at 8 to remind me to read my Bible. I want to upload a YouTube video every week. I know I said 4 a month, but just, you know, whatever. One a week. I have it pop up every day on Saturday, so then I can remember sometime throughout the week, upload a video. I want to do a workout 5 days a week. I do have it pop up every day because I want to do like, if I'm doing a workout or rest and recovery, I want to, you know, just be intentional about that. Drink a gallon of water, whatever. So yeah, I think that has really been helping me, because then I can like, it'll pop on my phone and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to remember to do that. So it's like I'm intentionally creating these good habits. So definitely try this out, because I think it has been helping me so much, and I love checking things off the list. Checking things off of a list. So yeah. Yeah. Been doing that. And I also left out, when I was talking about like my spiritual goals, I do want to like pray more and like create like a better relationship with God. I don't know, I just want to do that this year, just to get to know God better, have more of like a personal relationship and everything. And so yeah, I think just like spending time reading more, spending time just like praying throughout the day, and just like listening for him to like speak in different ways. You know, it could be like, if I'm like praying about something, he might like speak to me like to my spirit, or he might like reveal something to me through the word or through somebody else. You know, there's different ways to like hear him like speaking to you, which is actually was one of the topics on the praying reading plan that I was telling you about. Yeah, those are my tips. I feel like the reminders have been really helping me. So yeah, I can see like into my neighbor's house. Like my window looks into their kitchen window, and I can like see, not like directly, but I can like, if someone's like moving around there, I can like see them moving around, but there's no one moving around right now. But yeah, okay, that's all for now. I just finished reading also. Woo. Me too. I need to focus. This year, I really need to get in a good sleep routine where I'm like going to bed at a similar time every night, waking up at a similar time every night. I have been like setting alarms in the morning and then I will just like sleep in. I'm like, oh, whatever. And then I'm like, oh, I should have gotten up earlier. But I don't know. I think it was like so busy during our like Christmas season and I just felt like I kind of like burned myself out a little bit. And yeah, I think I just am like still recovering from that because I've just been feeling kind of like tired and I feel like I just like need to consistency in recovery and making sure I'm like getting enough rest, but also not going like too hard. So like being consistent in a balanced way. So if I'm like, I know I said I was gonna work out today, but I'm so exhausted, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like rest and recovery is sometimes just honestly way more important than doing a 30-minute workout. And some days, there are days when I know I need to. But anyways, I'm so rambling now. I want to take a shower and do my skincare. I saw something. Can someone tell me if this is true? I saw something recently that said that you shouldn't wash your face in the morning. And I'm like, really? I don't know. Do I believe it? I don't know. I'm not for sure if I am like totally sold on that, but I am actually kind of willing to try it out. I was thinking about it. I was like, I'll probably just like start like rinsing my face off and then doing moisturizer and like under eye cream or whatever, but not like doing a full like really deep clean because I do that in the morning and at nighttime. And I was thinking that maybe is, I don't know. So I was like, maybe I'll try that out. Last night I did a snail mucin, so I washed my face. Really good. I had like makeup on, so I was like really cleansing my skin. And then I did snail mucin, which I actually really like that. I didn't like the moisturizer, but I like the snail mucin itself. And then I did my Vanity cream moisturizer. And then I did some under eye cream. And I think that is really, I've been like cycling on and off between doing like pimple patches, benzoyl peroxide, and snail mucin. I don't do all of them on one time. Like I just kind of like rotate between them. Whatever I'm feeling that day. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I think it's helping. I've noticed a little bit of a difference. I also kind of want to incorporate some salicylic acid again. I was doing that for a while and I think it stopped working, so then I started doing benzoyl peroxide. But I kind of want to like incorporate it somewhere throughout the week, but not the same day as I'm doing some of the other things. I don't know, okay? It's just things I've been thinking about. I'm just rambling, totally rambling now. Let's go get ready for the day. I have no idea what we're doing today. It is almost 1 o'clock, like 1 p.m. And I don't know what the plan is, but I'm a little peckish. I feel like I could have like a protein smoothie, some toast, a waffle, but usually Jordan's probably about to get up and then we're gonna go do something, and that possibly will include lunch. I don't know, like if I'm gonna make something here for us, then I'll just wait and eat something like I was saying, then I will probably just wait to eat something. But if we're gonna go out, then I might just have a little snacky snack. I am not sure. I have no idea what today brings us. But Mondays are like, we have Saturdays and Mondays off. So Mondays are usually, which is today, we will go grocery shopping and kind of just like relax and sleep in, reset for the week. I clean Saturdays, we have church Sunday. Monday we go grocery shopping and just kind of like hang out and do whatever. So that is what today is. And Jordan loves to sleep in, so I'm like, hey, Mondays are sleep-in days, that's fine. So I'm gonna go, he's like awake, but he's just like laying in bed. So I'm gonna go see what the plan is for the day. Honestly, it's probably just to go grocery shopping, eat lunch, hang out, eat dinner, and get ready for work tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. I'm also gonna walk and do a workout, but I'll do that later today. So anyways, thank you for watching this video. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.